art video. So every day, artificial intelligence advances, reshaping industries like healthcare and transportation. Yet most public attention focuses on generative AI. That's music, images, videos, a lot of videos. If you're ever scrolling on Instagram, you're gonna come across at least 1 or 2 Sora videos within 5 minutes, and then there's gonna be more AI generated art out there. Most people are able to tell AI generated from human art. A lot of the people who consume this stuff don't care. And so this flood of mass-produced art pulls attention from works with genuine artistic direction, cultural meaning, and human intent. And so with AI making creation almost instantaneous, it's easy to ask, why create anything anymore? Human heart is essential, and when you look throughout history, it has shaped societies, challenged authority, and preserved knowledge, as well as expressing truths that cannot be spoken about openly. Namadol, the city of the 90 artificial islands in Micronesia, was built with massive basalt logs stacked without mortar. While this looks awesome, like as a design, this is a form created by function of finding these long pieces of basalt. It was a very interesting architectural choice made by just using what they had. Now the actual layout and use for these basalt walls, the buildings, was as a cultural and political center, so that the emperor could easily work between other generals and chiefs, but also keep an eye on them and make sure any political opponents were dealt with more easily. We also see art being used as a pillar of society. The Indus Valley seal, the 2-horned bull, which served as both pretty cool art, but as an administrative tool. It authenticated goods, established social roles, and represented early trade networks. Family stamps and sigils and signatures are really a staple of human culture and society. People choose to have things that represent them, to identify where they came from and what property was theirs. But art hasn't just been used to create and build societies. It's also a major form of resistance. During the Yuan dynasty, Ren-Rafra used horses to symbolize loyalty and descent. The fat horse being representative of the new dynasty, and the thin horse were loyalists who had starved rather than to submit to new rule. Art became a coded language for truth. Similarly, with Tipu's tiger, a mechanical structure, the tiger attacking the British soldier was a political statement against colonial rule. There's still an incredible amount of history lost to British colonial rule. The taking of this actual sculpture and its display in London shows that art has this significant role in memory and politics and cultural struggle. I think the most important thing when we look at art is its vulnerability to loss, to destruction. The Bayamin Buddhas that were destroyed by the Taliban as a political act were masterpieces representing Gandharan art, Silk Road Exchange, and Afghanistan's Buddhist past. Their destruction provoked worldwide outrage before being overshadowed by the attacks on 9/11. But the message that the Taliban had was that these artworks had too much meaning, and that therefore they should be destroyed as they were being seen as idols. And so the reason I feel we should keep creating art and making stuff as people is because the human lived experience is not something that can be replicated. The beliefs, the struggles, and the history that lie within any piece, either handmade or digital, is something that you cannot find within generated media. So as long as you feel you have a message, whether it be I like trains or something much more profound, I think you should keep creating. I think you should create as much as you want. Because a lot of people do like trains, and I think right now a lot of people have a lot to say.